Central Methodist recorded a 73-41 victory over Graceland tonight. Your opening statement on your team's victory.
Well, I thought, anytime you can go on the road, especially in conference play, and pick up a win, it's big. And I thought the ladies did a really nice job of doing some of the things that we worked so hard on this week to ensure that we got the victory. And it was nice to be able to pull away and allow everybody to get a chance to get some playing time.
The team trailed by 7 points early in the first half, but your defense locked them down to 3 points down the stretch of the first half, and you took an 18-point lead into halftime. What allowed your team to transition so well in the final 10 minutes of the first half?
Well, I think that one of the big goals we had coming in is that Graceland's had some injury issues, and they're really struggling with some key players out. So we wanted to take advantage of the fact that we had some good depth advantage, and so we really wanted to push the tempo. And despite being down early, Graceland's done a nice job this year of playing tight over the first 10 to 12 minutes before they get tired or they have to go into a little bit deeper than they would like to go with some of their injuries. So we knew that we just needed to persevere early, use our depth, and I thought we were fortunate late in the first half with some misses, but I also thought the ladies turned up their intensity and really got some hands up and limited them to one shot each time.
Tawanda Sutton scored 12 of her game-high 17 points in the first 20 minutes of play. She was a perfect 6 of 6 from the field in the first half. What did her play off the bench mean to your squad?
Tawanda is the second-team all-conference player last year for a reason. Her ability to hit the mid-range jumper is as good as anybody I've ever coached. It's big when she's able to make those shots because it really clears up open spaces for either penetration or for our bigs inside. And I thought that her and Taylor really had a nice night, both from jump shot perspective and just points in the paint. I think we made 65-70% of the shots we took from the paint in the first half, and I thought we did a nice job in the second half of continuing that trend. Tawanda is a special player. I think she's just now rounding into how to play with a little bit of the injury that she has, and I think that she's in for another big semester, just like she did second semester last year.
Taylor Corneliuson in the game was 5 of 6 from the field, finished with 14 points. Raylan Nuss added 12 points. Your thought on the play of your forward and your guard?
Well, I think that, Graceland came out, it appeared to really want to take away our penetration and our ability to shoot the ball from the outside, which left us some open. We made the extra pass and left us some open layups and some open shots in the paint, and we did a good job of hitting them. Ray didn't have a good first half, and that's something she's got to figure out to make sure that she doesn't go scoreless for a half. She's too good of a player to do that. But in the second half, she came out, really got to the basket, which was nice to see, hit a couple of threes, and then allowed our post to be open even more. Taylor is really talented and really efficient, especially for a freshman. Still got some growing pains there, and she's really going to be tested on Saturday against Avalos Bigs. But we're very pleased at what Taylor's doing as she continues to grow and get more aggressive and get more physical.
The Eagles hit 47% of their field goals in the first half in building a 40-22 halftime lead. What did you tell your squad at halftime in order to keep the momentum going?
Well, we have to take better care of the basketball. We pressed and we trapped, and yet they had less turnovers and they didn't, and we had less turnovers than them. We got to cut down on some of the silly turnovers, and part of it is the way we play and the speed at which we're playing at will lend itself to a few additional turnovers, but we've got to make sure we're cleaning it up. So that was a goal, and I thought we did okay at that. We also wanted to make sure that when we didn't have a fast break that we were able to set something up in the half court, because we had some success scoring in the half court, and I thought we continued that trend, and we wanted to make sure that we didn't allow Graceland to make any run at it. And for the most part, I think their biggest run was 5-0, and we were able to answer after that.
Your team out-rebounded the Yellow Jackets 61-36. What do you think allowed your team to dominate the class so decisively?
Well, I think we're pretty good rebounders. When you have Brittany Joseph on your team and Tawanda was in there mixing it up, and of course Taylor inside, I thought Audrey Patton did a good job of coming off the bench and giving us some boards. And of course Gaither Cole does a great job of rebounding from the guard position. I also think part of it is our depth factor. We were able to run fresher legs in there from time to time, and that helped us. And the fact that I think they came out early and hit the glass hard, and as they wore down, we were able to really take advantage of that.
14 players played for your squad this evening. What did you see from your bench players and some of your younger players in the game?
Well, it was really nice to get everybody some time, especially in a league game where that experience can be valuable down the stretch. I thought that some of the bench players did a really nice job. I thought other ones struggled, and it's tough to come off the bench and go full speed right away. We've been very fortunate this year when we've needed our bench to step up for wins. They've done so. And so hopefully tonight, getting everyone a chance to get some significant minutes in a conference game on the road will pay off for us. And it was also nice that I don't think anybody played more than 26 or 27 minutes, which would be nice with a quick turnaround for Avila on Saturday.
Brittany Hodson-Pillar added 5 points off the bench, and Rebecca McTeer saw her first varsity action in the game. What do you think McTeer did well in tonight's performance?
It was really nice to see McTeer come in and do that. She's a kid that's really toiled and done some really nice things with our JV program. And when Emily Buckler went down with an injury for the year, we decided to bring her up for practice purposes with not really a guarantee that she'll get to play a whole lot. And tonight was a great opportunity to get her in. She's undersized and not a great athlete, but boy, she has a great basketball IQ, has great hands, and blocks out better than anybody we've got. And so I think she'll be a valuable asset, and she'll continue to make our kids work in practice. Hodson-Pillar's a kid that has come off the bench in big games and hit some shots for us. And I thought tonight her getting in and doing some good things is just another sign of a kid that's paid their dues to get a chance to play.
The Yellow Jackets hit less than 25% of all their shots in the game, going 16 of 65 from the field. What has allowed your defense to be so dominant, not just tonight, but throughout the course of the season?
Well, I think tonight was, we really, early on, Grayson did a nice job of coming out and scoring, and I think that a lot of our statistical advantages are attributed to the fact that they're shorthanded as they are. Having said that, all year long, we've done a really nice job of rotating. We've done a really nice job, for the most part, of limiting teams to one shot. When we've struggled in games, whether it be exhibitions against a D1 or D2 school, or whether it be our loss to Evangel, it's when we haven't rotated quickly. It's when we haven't been assignment sound, and we haven't paid enough attention to the scouting report. Well, tonight we did that, and that's one of the big reasons that we've been able to play as well defensively as we have. And the biggest thing is we're trying to challenge our opponents to take tough twos. No threes, no layups, tough twos. If we continue that mantra and continue to work hard, we have a chance to keep doing that.
Central Methodist is 14-1, off to its best start in school history. How did it feel to pick up a victory after a 2-week hiatus?
It was nice. We need to get back on the floor. And I still think a lot of some of the things we're struggling with, particularly shooting, because it's hard to duplicate shooting speed in practice, game speed, even no matter what we try. It was nice to get back on the floor. It was nice to get back on the floor and get a W. And I'm just excited to get back on the floor again Saturday, because when there's no school going on, it's just us hanging out and trying to stay busy. There's only so much practicing you can do. There's only so much yoga or weights you can do. So it's important that it's exciting and important to get on the floor Saturday and hopefully get that fourth conference win against a really nice Avila team, a win that we certainly need and certainly want to get.
Central Methodist, as you just alluded to, hosts Avila on free admission day inside Puckett Fieldhouse on Saturday. What kind of a challenge do you expect Avila to pose to your squad?
Well, Avila lost some key pieces from a national tournament team last year, back-to-back national tournament teams. And so early on, they've kind of struggled finding who they are because they have so many new pieces. They have Courtney Gimlin, who can really shoot the ball on the outside, back. But most importantly, they have Rebecca Capater and Cassie Bruner on the inside, two of the best post players, two of the three best post players on the same team. It's going to be a challenge. They hit the boards hard, they play hard, they can high-low you like crazy, and so our post players are going to have to be ready for that challenge, and our guards are going to have to pick us up and take advantage of the season's experience we have at the guard play.